Hello guys, today I'm going to show you how to use the if function. The if function in Excel is pretty tricky, but super helpful if you have two different categories you want to choose from. For example, look, I guess this is how you start the if function. You pick a cell and you type equal sign, because every function in Excel requires an equal sign, so don't forget that. Then we type in if, lowercase, uppercase, doesn't matter. I have my caps lock, so I typed it capitalized, but I can also do a lowercase, watch. And then we just press parentheses. So Excel is really helpful because it tells you exactly what inputs it wants you to input into the function. So the first one that we see here is logical test. So what does logical test means? It means that the cell that we pick, let me say it in English. So we say, if the person standing in front of you is taller than 3 feet, that's a test. If this apple is bigger than 3 inches, if your car is red, that's the test. It's a logical test. So it's either yes or no. That's why it's called logic. Logic usually has yeses and nos, zeros and ones. So if something, so let's do it. Let's say if the number here in cell B1 or B2, we can also type B2, by the way. Here, look, I can type if, let me get rid of this. If B2, it picks it. You see there? If B2 is, let's say, greater than or equal to, so I want to say if this number in that cell B2 is greater than or equal to, let's say 6. So I guess the example I'm going to do is I'm going to input heights of people in feet, and if the person is greater than or equal to 6 feet, then I'm going to say is tall. Okay? So now I press, you see how I added a comma? I said logical test, if the cell B2, the one in blue, this one, is greater than or equal to 6, that means it's greater than 6 or equal to 6, so it can be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, etc. If that is greater than 6, then what? Then we close this logical test and we enter the value if true. So now we say, if the person standing in front of you is greater than 6 feet, we say, you are tall. So now I'm going to input, but you need quotation marks, okay? Because you're typing in text, okay? So remember the quotation marks. So I say, you are tall. Okay, that's it. So now, if my test, if the number in B2, this blue one, is greater than or equal to 6, I'm going to tell the person, you are tall. That's the value if true. So if this is true, then I will say you are tall. Okay, so now we close this again with the comma, and then we say value if false. So now we get the value if false. You see how it's highlighted here? So now if the person isn't tall in our eyes, we say, if the person isn't tall, then what do we say? What do we want to say to this person and not be mean? We say, you are not tall. And I add the parentheses, the quotation marks again, as you see, because I'm adding text. And now I close it with the parentheses. And I press enter. Okay, so nothing happened. Why do we get you are not tall? We don't have a number here. Because there's automatically a 0 here that we don't see. Okay, so if somebody is 0 feet tall, then we say you are not tall. Right? What if we say the person is 1 foot tall? You are not tall. What about if the person is 5.999999999? Before I press enter, is this greater than or equal to 6 feet? It's not, so this is not going to change. You are not tall. Okay? But if we press, and of course, the number you see here is 5.9999. It's just that my resolution here, it shows it at 6. So actually, let's change that so you don't get confused. Why doesn't it show it? Oh, there we go. You see how it's not really 6? But now I will type in 6. What do you think is going to happen? You are tall. You see that? So, any number greater than or equal to 6 will tell me that you are tall. So now let's drag this down. And of course we see a bunch of imaginary zeros in here. Let's populate them just because. And actually I don't want these decimals. I kind of don't like these decimals here. I want whole numbers. So I'll do a 0 there, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. So now I'm going to start with 1. You are not tall. 2. You are not tall. 3. You are not tall. 4. Of course. 5. 6, you are tall. 7, you are tall. So there you have it. That's a very quick example on how the if function works. Let me just show you guys again the function. We start off with if the test. If B2, in this case B2, if we click on this one, it'll be B3 because we're focusing on this cell, right? This cell pertains to this cell, just like this cell pertains to this cell here, so B4 in this case. If B4, so if 3 is greater than or equal to 6, then you say you are tall. If not, you say you are not tall. In this case 3, if 3 is greater than or equal to 6, that's not true, because 3 is not greater than or equal to 6. So then we put it in the no category, you are not tall. And that's it, guys. I hope you guys learned a little bit. I will be posting more if and other, functions on Excel and Google Sheets. So, have a nice day, and take care. Bye.